Go on and talk about the girls now very quickly. Yesterday, about this time, the girls, no, not about this time, yesterday evening, they took on the Indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon, and it ended 1-0. And Coach Edwin Okon says, look, this is the team in progress, this is a young team, we're rebuilding, and Nigerians shouldn't put pressure on this team. We need to go for youth. And the team was looking very unfamiliar from the Falcons that used to know a lot of young players coming through.
Toyi, we're always rebuilding. You know, and it's high time.
Is it wrong to always? No, it's wrong to rebuild. The Falcons team has been.
If you build your fence, I see that it's collapsing.
If you are building a house every year, you tell people that, gentlemen, I'm rebuilding.
I'm rebuilding.
You know, the house should never come.
Maybe your architect didn't get exactly what he wants.
But if there was any team, national team in Nigeria that needed to be rebuilt, it's the Falcons.
No, I agree with
players are aging, they are retiring. We need fresh ones to come through.
We need to tell ourselves the truth, and the truth is that other countries, you know, has overtaken us. You know, we
are catching up with us.
No, I mean, if we defeated Cameroon just by a long goal, you can imagine what will happen if we play.
But our league is still one of the best in Africa.
One of the best in Africa.
Yeah, our league, the women's league. Other countries don't even have organized leagues for women football. Apart from South Africa,
that has walkovers almost every week.
No, the league has improved. No walkovers as such anymore. Okay. But honestly speaking, only South Africa.
How much do they pay these girls, Tony?
How much?
How much?
No, yeah, I'm talking about organized league football for the women's game.
The truth about it is all over the world.
Women's football is
still the Americans have tried to resuscitate their women's league at least 2 or 3 times. I know of. It has crashed again. The last effort was the Women's Soccer League of last year. It has crashed. So if the Americans are finding it difficult, I don't think the Nigerians should. The fact that we can even organize something is worthy of mention. But what exactly we do in our tournaments, how we get our teams funded, how we get them prepared, the quality of opposition that they face week in, week out, and how they perform at the national team level, the ages of the players there, refreshing the team is a totally different thing. Yes, we have a league, but how good is that league in order to prepare in order for us to raise the national teams?
I think what we need to do, let us go back to when we are doing well. What happened? Some of the coaches, like the man from Jos, Esmail Amabo, you know, tutored the team for a very long time, and we did well. Now what happens? A coach comes, he doesn't do well, we fire him, and it starts all over. These coaches come with their philosophy, their mentality, sometimes with their own players. Maybe that's a way of dragging us back.
Maybe that the challenge for the Nigerian Football Federation is, look, the coaches here now need a lot more knowledge, because some of these girls go abroad to play, they come back, and what they see here is far, far below the standard of what they see abroad. So maybe we need to upgrade the level of coaching and put a lot of structure in place if we want our women's game to grow. And of course, pay attention to the league and make sure that it is well run. We need to go on a quick break now. When we return from this break, we will update you about what is going on in the UEFA Champions League once again. Still 1-3 to Atletico Madrid at the Stamford Bridge. We'll talk about school sports. We'll talk about the Okpokpe Road Race. Table tennis, and a lot more. We'll come on that focus on Sports Tonight when we return. Stay with us. All right, still talking about school sports. Let's just quickly update you with what is going on in Lagos State. We've applauded Lagos several times on this show for the excellent attention they've paid to grassroots. Let's inform you about the Ibile Games. The Ibile Games, Ibile is Yoruba, means homeland. Ibile Games, that's Lagos Games. Got underway. Ibile Games 2014 got underway today with activities already lightening up various centers across the state. At least seven sports of IU. Basketball, darts, table tennis, para-table tennis, deaf table tennis, and squash were the events that heralded day one of the competition at the Roe Park Sports Center in Yaba and the knock-up hall of the National Stadium in Lagos, while other centers will also witness sports like swimming, taekwondo, gymnastics, weightlifting, Paralympics, and tennis on Thursday. Of course, expect to also see these games serve as a qualifying event for Lagos athletes, Lagos school athletes, to be a part of the Dawn Games that will be taking place later on this month, where you have athletics, and all of those things that you are seeing on your screen. So it's really warming up, and Lagos is really in the center of all of these.
For teams drawn from the
West African, the Dawn Games is
western part of Nigeria.
Developmental agenda for Western Nigeria. That's what actually Dawn represents, development agenda for Western Nigeria. So the Bile Games are serving like qualifiers for the Dawn Games that will be taking place later
Some
this
interesting
month.
high jump techniques on display.
I'm telling you, school kids, if you want to see the best of sports in the world,
back first
in their raw state, just make sure that you see some of these games. All right, let's move away from there. This one is running head on to jump. Let's talk about the Okoko Road Race. Gentlemen, it's closing in on us.
Oh, yeah.
May 3, that's Saturday, is a few days away. But the story around the world champion pulling out because of injury surely wouldn't take the shine away, because other athletes are coming, and the Nigerian athletes are saying, look, we're coming. We want to get a slice of the prize money. Mr. Governor, once again, as was the case last year, will be a part of the race. He's already warming up, he's already training on a daily basis. He has a special trainer, Yusuf Ali, the technical director of the AFN, training Mr. Governor, Adams Oshiomhole, especially for him to finish better than he did last year.
Tony, if the current governor did so well without a special training last year, you can imagine
What he will do this
time. You know,
I mean, this man is
when
extra
an ex-athlete like Yusuf Ali is training him, so we expect so much from him. Full of energy at his age.
He's
you know,
61, 62.
absolutely. I was stunned.
He finished a 10-kilometer race.
He's already training with 5 kilometers
I saw
every day.
the former Minister of Sports, trying to catch up with him. Running out of work. Last year.
Let's see what he comes up with this year anyway. Let's see what he comes up with this year. But those are pictures of how the governor is getting ready, and pictures from last year. And it says this year he wants to do better than that. Probably the highlight of the Okoko Road Race will be if Mr. Governor wins.
Actually, you don't expect the to go jogging. So this actually looks like the Okoko Road walk. But the truth is, you don't expect a man at his age to go jogging full. But the fact that even decided to take up the challenge and finish it at his age is
amazing.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
All right, let's go on and talk table tennis very quickly. The World Table Tennis Championship currently going on. For Nigeria, it's been mixed reactions, but the good news is that Nigeria today premiered Bosnia-Herzegovina, and they will be confronting Canada in our next game. Team Nigeria showed some few lessons on how the Super Eagles can also do the same at the World Cup by beating Bosnia 3-1 at the ongoing 2014 World Table Tennis Championship. Segun Toriola, that I talked about yesterday, the veteran, started the onslaught. Aruna Quadri increased the tally to 2-0. Ojo Onolapo fell in the third game to put the game at 2-1. Toriola came back, rounded up the match with a win to give Nigeria a 3-1 victory in that competition. We are going to be playing Canada next, and Turkey as well in that competition, in that championship. But Onye is an opportunity to open up young ones, train them, and expose them, and let them know what is at stake.
Yeah, Tony, we've not had it so good in table tennis for a very long while, and every genuine follower of this game in Nigeria should applaud the current regime.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the current administration, Nigerian Table Tennis Federation, they are doing so well, making sure that our table tennis players attend this championship. The good thing is that the essence is, apart from participating, you get to get abreast with the rules of the game, the techniques. So that when we go for major championship, we will not be found wanting. And I think we should commend them. They are doing a great job. And we hope that some players will also follow what Toriola and Aruna are doing.
And the more experienced players.
So that the transition is very smooth.
Edemefion,
absolutely.
I mean, what they are doing. All right, let's wrap up this segment and just talk grassroots. And this is a special kind of grassroots. We're talking about the Lagos Traders Cup. And it's already now in the round of 16. Lagos Traders Cup is a competition put together and to encourage these traders. Some of them, I mean, can play football. Some talents could be hidden in those markets, busy selling and not paying attention to the skills that they have. Let's bring you fixtures of the Lagos Traders Cup round of 16. Sangros will be taking on Lawansin. Very, very popular. You can get the best of the best from these two markets. Particularly if you want to buy some parts for your car. Then we have Oluwole against Daliko. That's another huge one. That can be very tricky.
I can tell that the Daliko medals are
Hefty guys, man.
hefty fellows.
Ejigbo. We're taking on Elasamaja 4. We have Okwawo against Abalola, and then Alamutu against Elasamaja 3. Those are some of the fixtures. Idiaraba against Ikotun, Oronyi 2 against Obalende, and then Elasamaja 1 against Daliko 2. The Lagos Raiders Cup, of course, powered by Telecom's giant MTN. Massive competition at the Campus Square on Sunday from 12 noon.
I've actually played in this competition before. Well, I'm not a trader. I'm not in Lagos. Not in Lagos. This was actually in Oyo State.
Were you a trader? Were you in market?
For a team known as Auto Parts United. Those are the association of spare parts traders. And
were you involved in spare part trading at that time?
All I can say is that I was quoted to join their team, and I can tell you for as a fact that they have some interesting tactics. If you think that they park the bus in the Premiership, these people actually build the bus from scratch.
They set it up. Wow. All right, we'll update you around it. Just to remind you once again, the games are usually played on Sundays from 12 noon at the Campus Square, so you can go and catch your phone and see some of these guys play football and maybe appreciate the skills that they have as well. Well, guys, today, thank you for your time on Sports Tonight. We'll make a change now. Dumnodi will be joining us. But before Dumnodi comes, let's bring you highlights. Today, we had match day 10 of the Globe Premier League. It's really exciting what we've seen so far this season. A lot of interesting results. But let's take you to Akure and bring you highlights of our Sunshine Stars took out Bayelsa United. And then we'll come back and talk about the Globe Premier League, the results. We will also give you updates around the National League before we wrap it up on Sports Tonight this midweek. Join us again.